my channel. Today I am going to talk about why a 9 to 5 job is good. So last night when I was running through the internet, I watched that there were a lot of negative energy on how 9 to 5 is bad, but I just wanted to make you look at the positive side of it. So now here's a disclaimer, this is all personal opinion. I am not propagating you to do a 9 to 5 job. All I'm telling you is 9 to 5 is good with the benefits, and everything that you do in this world has its own good and bad. So this is just my personal opinion or my perspective to look at it, and there is no, I am not propagating or I am not asking you to do what I am doing. It is just with an experience of 3 years that I have been through over it of working with 2 different companies. That's why I wanted to share this experience with you. Now let's get into the video. Wow, like a YouTuber. Huh? So now the first thing is on learning and etiquette and presentation skills. Now see, there are a lot of things you end up learning with a 9 to 5 job, like on how to present yourself, how to gain confidence, on how to improve your skills and things like that. This was something that you at times you're not really sure of what you want to do in your real life. Now say for example a person like me, when I graduated from college, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I did have a job in hand thanks to campus placement. So I just wanted to see, okay, let me just explore. Probably it might work out, probably it might not, but let's give it a try. What's the harm? Because at that point of time, I didn't have any other alternative to do. Like I didn't have a business plan in my head, or I didn't want to further do education or something like that. So that's why I just picked up a job and so let me see how it takes me. So these are the things that did, learning on skills on, like, you end up learning different skills on email writing, on probably working on Excel, or probably learning on technology and things like that. And technology is booming currently. If you make your laptop your best friend, you are amazing. There's nobody that beats you, and there is no job better right now than a tech job for you. Yeah, so that is one thing that you can do. And learning was something that is there. And then the second thing of all, so at times what happens in office or things like that is, when somebody says you that you are good at it, you look back to it, you rethink, is it good or no? Because you might not have fully discovered yourself. It's good if you have, but I haven't, because when I was a very confused girl back then from college. I still don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if it is correct or no. So when, say example, a third person is coming me and telling me that, oh, you're good at this. So it makes you rethink that, oh, you're actually good at it, and you're building it up, and you don't have to really start from 0 to reach to 100, because you're already good at it, which means you are through the 50% of it. It's only mastering the skill that you have to do. So that's when happens when you have people around you who tell you or give you good feedback, or probably tell you on you could improve on this, or you are already good with this. You try doing it and it might really work out for you. So these are the couple of things. So coming from a third person really makes a lot of difference, and I think a corporate job definitely gives you that, because then you end up working in a different teams and things like that. And this is something. The third thing is you end up having a responsibility to yourself. When you work in office, you have a designated task that is being given to you, and you have to deliver it no matter what. You have deliverables, you have deadlines, you have meetings, you have presentations to do, and this is my responsibility, and hook or crook, I need to do it, and nobody else will have to do it. So you tend to be having more responsibility over a particular thing that you're doing, and you become more proactive in a certain. Creativity does not always get hampered in a 9 to 5 job. I understand some kind of job do get hampered, but that's not always the case, because I clearly remember for one of the tasks my manager had assigned to me, I tried doing things differently and stuff like that. Instead, I was really appreciated that I picked up things differently and put it across in a way that was more efficient than the cumbersome task that was given earlier. So your creativity is there. It's just that how you take in things that is happening to you makes a lot of difference. And couple of things that I wanted to say is just on my personal opinion. So these are with my sole perspective and with my experience. that when I was doing a 9 to 5 job, and you earn a certain amount of money, you are stable in life. Now you are not depending on your parents, and in case you're a person like me who does not take any money from their parents, to have a stable life going ahead, you will end up having to do something that is something more stable, like probably a corporate job or something. Because then say if you open a startup or something like that, even that initial on the first month you're obviously not going to make any money, and that's not the case for the next 2 years. For the most startups that I have seen, they do take time, they do boom at the end, or probably if you get lucky or something. But then to initially to sponsor for the first 2 years, you will have to have something concrete and more stable. So this is really one of the good reasons why people end up doing a corporate job and start something that is like their side hustle and like that. And now in olden days, this not olden days, probably a decade ago, a thing was that if you want to start a company by yourself, you needed a huge amount of capital. And investors, now these days you have these venture capital people and all of them who are ready to sponsor your idea, all that. But then that was not the case a decade ago. So you had to have, and so you had to have something more concrete for you to sponsor your idea, and for that you had to save up money. And this was the reason why this gets more stable, because then capital is something which is very important for your company. And going forward, because if an investor does not really invest in your idea, doesn't mean that your idea gets shattered. No, you don't deserve that. What you deserve is that no matter what, if we stick on, if we have an idea, we sit on it, we do everything possible to make it come true. And that's the thing. For tech companies, yes, I understand it's quite very easier these days that you don't really need a lot of capital. But if you want to open a manufacturing firm or something like that, the capital investment is extremely huge. And just because you're not getting an investor, it doesn't mean that your idea is not good enough or something. Yeah. To sum it all up, whatever I have learned over the past 3 years is more on how to have good presentation skill, on how to have negotiation, on how to build confidence, on how to take others people's feedback more proactively so that you could improve on yourself. And yes, and all I want to say is, if you do really like my video, please give it a thumbs up, and let me know if you have any other different opinion on the comment section below. I would really love to hear from you as to how your 9 to 5 experience is or was, or if you're planning to do something else, all of that. And yes, please do share the video. This is almost my second video on my channel. It would really mean a lot to me. Thank you.